Let's get it!
Broadcasting to you from a little grass shack in the middle of the Pacific.
Live in the place to be.
Well, they're actually in the Bay Area.
Yeah!
But they are the premier Pacifica show that shines a spotlight on positive Pacific Islanders.
You listening to the sound.
Role models coming brown every Thursday night at 6.
East to west, we getting hurt.
Brought to you by Pacifica by Design. It's the iconic Faika podcast with your hosts, Naki and Carl.
What's up, Naki?
What's up?
You're there. I'm here. You are, like the intro says, actually in the Bay Area, but I'm in Sacramento. How's the studio?
Very nice. Thank you very much.
All right. So today, season 7, episode 8 of the FICA podcast. What do we got today? We have our community announcements. So as always, we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about things that are going on, community events that not only we've been to recently, because we have some of those to talk about, but things that are coming up, events that are do not miss, especially in the Bay Area. Some of them are going to be outside of the Bay Area, but most of our community announcements are going to be in the Bay Area. We have our Pacifica Proud portion where it is Women's History Month. So we are recognizing Pacifica women. I believe we're on 2 of the Nesians. We are on a Polynesian woman that we are going to recognize and a Micronesian woman that we're going to recognize in our Pacifica Proud. We are chasing an interview with Fiaaulagi Tautolo. So hopefully we're able to land that interview before the end of the day. And our check-ins. So that is our show today. Naki, what's good?
Hey, so yesterday I went to Tautua at Parkside Intermediate in San Bruno. So they have career technical education and arts media and entertainment showcase. It's the first offered in this district. And so Epi Elmavai, who is the teacher or the instructor for that, they had their first showcase yesterday. It was at Parkside Elementary Intermediate, like I said, in San Bruno. And me and Mena went to represent PBD. And then in Epi's class, my great nephew is one of her students. And so we showed up along with We Are Pie Fest and provided some snacks for the kids. And they did a play on Tautua Tattoos, the twin sisters that went to Fiji, and then they swam across the Pacific Ocean and talked about the story of how tattoos or tataus got started in the Pacific Islands. So it was a really good turnout. It was tons and tons of parents that came to watch their kids perform the play that was put on by the class and led by Miss Epi. It was a really great event. I was happy to be there to support her and the kids and my great nephew, Andrew. And I don't know if we put the pictures up, but it was a great event put up by the students and Parkside Intermediate. And so it was the very first, I think, in the school district. So it was a proud moment for not only us that were there, but Nani Wilson was there, Asian American Recovery Services, Essence of Mana was representing. Who else was there? Lulu Masina, who they just recently did Talanoa Tuesday. And so, yeah, it was a great event. great representation. So they what are they? The students gave the opportunity to explore they give the students opportunity to explore pathways in arts, media and entertainment, hospitality, communications. And so their current focus is on the arts and media and entertainment sector in through the Pacific Islander lens. So it was a really great event. And so I was happy to be there to support not
So
only
that was at a middle school?
it was at Parkside Intermediate in San Bruno. And so I was happy, happy, happy to see this this program through, and like they said, it's through a Pacific Islander lens. So it was a really, really great opportunity for not only the kids to learn about Pacific Islander um, arts and the play, and they got to um, understand what was going on.
Just curious, was there any, sounds like there was a lot of people there. Were there any non-Pacific Islanders there learning about, our
Oh,
culture? I mean,
yeah, it was her class, so,
okay,
she
so it
had
was
a
during school.
handful
I
of
got you.
Pacific Islander kids, but there was it was a mixed, class, they had non-Pacific Islander kids in there, and it was nice to see, non-Pacific Islander kids, um, participating, singing the Samoan songs, dancing Samoan dances, and they were in Pacific Islander attire. So I was blown away by what a great job Epi did with the kids, and that Parkside let this
Mhm.
class, run its course, and so they did a really great job.
Would expect nothing less from
Right.
Epi. Anything she's involved with is, well put together, well thought
Yes.
out,
Yes.
intentional, and that's awesome. I didn't know if it was just at a school or if it was during instruction, like if it was part of the class. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was part of the class, and so what I loved about the class is that my nephew Andrew, my great nephew Andrew, and you'll see pictures of the kids right there, dancing and singing, and so, my nephew is really shy, and he doesn't participate in a lot of activities, my niece said, at church. They're very involved in the church, and so he doesn't, participate in the Alcalovo, the youth. He doesn't participate unless forced to do, Lokukameki. And so to see him on that stage, I think there's a picture of him that I have. He's big cheesing and smiling, and he's so proud, to be on that stage, and he just loves Epi, and so, it was a great thing to see, and so, I was proud of the program, I'm proud of the school district, and I'm proud of Miss Epi, and it was a great day, great evening, and so
So
there
it
you
seems to
go.
me like um oh, there's a picture um of your nephew. I think you're so what I like hearing about is that our younger generation gets to be engaged in their culture
Right,
with their classmates, right? So
right,
I think a lot of times there's a feeling of like, ooh, how's that going to be received, right?
right.
Like, are they going to, look at it and laugh and think that it's
Yeah,
silly, or, you're always so concerned about that when you're young.
right.
Like, how am I going to fit in? Are they going to think this is cool? Are they going to think it's terrible? I
Yeah.
think that just that acceptance and that inclusion that is much more acceptable now than it has been
Mhm.
in the past. I think that that'll help the young Pacific Islanders, especially the Samoans, because
Yeah,
they're
and
telling a story and their friends are involved with the telling of it.
the community also came together to help Miss Epi. Um, Leala Dance Group, which is Lena Malia Tulua, helped with the costumes and the dancing. Samoan Solutions also helped with the costume and staging, which was really nice. And then PBD, helped with class refreshments, and We Are Pie Fest came with loads of pizza and stuff. So it was a really great, great event. And so, yeah.
Awesome. Sounds like
Yeah,
a
yep.
good afternoon spent.
Right, right, right. So it was a really good time. And so yeah, so I think that to the for the school district to actually let this class happen, and the training that went on for this, I was just really proud to be in that room for the first showcase of the class that Epi put on. And so I'm really grateful. Epi reached out and said, "Hey, our first showcase is happening. So if you want to, plus Andrew, my great nephew, was participating. If you want to stop by," and blah, blah, blah. I was like, "Of course. How can PBD help?" And so then, I brought the fat, I brought the donuts, I brought the donuts. So yeah. So anything that, any way that we could help. But I was just so proud of the school district to have this program, and then this year focus on Pacific Islanders arts and media and dance. So I was happy to be there. And so, yeah, I know. But yeah, that's what I had going on. And so, everything community is pretty much lately what I've been talking about. So I'm kind of happy to be there. And I don't know what's going on there, but but yeah, so I was happy to be there with the community. And yeah, that's all I got. What about you?
Let's see. So this past Saturday, Stag Elite had their fundraiser, and it was a crab feed.
Hmm.
And um, I've been to a ton of crab feeds. Like,
Hmm. That's
that's
right.
that was that was Malia's thing in softball, right? The
Mhm,
crab feed was the big thing of
mhm,
the year, and Nicole was the organizer of it. So, and I've been to other crab feeds, right?
mhm,
Growing up on the coast, you would go to crab feeds. This crab feed was different because we were both going there to support, right? So it wouldn't really matter if the food's great, great. If food's not great, it still is for a great, a great cause. Just get it out there now. The food was amazing. The food was fantastic. So this is the first time though. So Naki, and if you've been listening to the show, we've been saying how Naki talks about how she shows up with butter and garlic and coconut, and the whole falifu, like I'd heard it, but I never really didn't really hit home. So we were in the room, and Mose had his cup of coconut milk, and he like looks over and he goes, "Aren't you even going to try it?" And I am one of those, look, if somebody prepared something for me, I am going to try it. So I was
mhm.
like, yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
I dipped the crab in there, and oh my gosh,
yeah.
by the time we finished, I was full. I was 100% full. I didn't want to eat any more crab, but I wanted more of the coconut and the garlic and the butter. So I was literally still cracking crab just to get the sauces in. And oh my gosh, that makes me. And I was talking to Naki, I think yesterday. I was like, let's go to another crab feed. It was amazing. So beyond that, it really was an amazing night to see. It were young men that put that on, right? So it was young men serving the tables. It was young men that were, coming back from Alabama. The linebacker from Alabama was there, talking about you know being a young man, getting your education and all those kind of things. So big shout out to Stag Elite. They're first, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more of those crab feeds. And I got pushed free. Like somebody gave me the drug dealer free crack.
Right,
I tried it. Now I'm addicted. Wait for my next crab feed because I'm showing up packing the same thing that the Mole family packs around. But I loved
right.
that event. It was an amazing event.
Uh, it was a great event put on by Stag Elite. Fanga and Cora did a great job. Balenga, um, real estate. Candace was one of the ah she
Organizers.
oh, yes, there you go. Organizers. So I seen Candace there. All my Usos was there. They had a table. We got to hang out, with, of course, Sister Cree, SCDC was there, Big Purr represented. I mean, it was a sold out event. Um, they have a 50-50 raffle. They ran out of raffle tickets. Um,
That gives you an idea of with the crowd engagement. They ran out of raffle tickets. They'd have sold more, but they actually ran out of them. They sold all of them.
yeah. Can you hear me? I can.
Yep, I
I'm
can.
like deaf right now. But the Stag Elite event was such a great event. I can't stress how it was just the kids were serving the football, the kids that were in the event, and so it was just a great event put on by Stag Elite, and I can't even tell you um, how much how much they did. They just did a great event, and so I'm sorry, I'm just going in now. Fee is here in the building, and we're kinda lost. She's outside with the silver Nissan. Sorry. Um, and so, Nainoa's running out to get her. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it was Staggy was it was great. Tao Long. Hi, hello. So hello to everyone that's tuned in and on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. We're trying to get Fee. She's outside, and so our producer ran out to catch her. So if I look a little like off, it's
Thank
because
you, Taulanga Elisaya, for joining, and Lena Manuleleua.
yes.
And Taulanga is talking about, clapping for Stag Elite, and it really is a really cool organization where I think that the whole male role model, I think it's hard being a man nowadays, right? Like if you're a certain way, you could be
Mhm.
perceived wrong. If you're not enough, then you could be perceived wrong. You know what I mean? So I think that having role models out there, especially in the field that they're in, right? So
Mhm.
football, you've got the inside linebacker for the Alabama, you know, the rolling tide. You've got somebody
Right.
who's probably going to get drafted, and is, playing at the highest level D1 there, talking about education,
Yes.
talking about how
Yes.
much, the 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 tribe, the village, the community means to him. So it was really cool. It was cool seeing the males give back. It was cool
Mhm.
seeing them serve the tables, and just the whole piece. So I'm looking forward to eating more crab next year there.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to just getting out there. Um, so yeah. So I'm just excited for next year. Big Purr has done a great job with getting Stag Elite on board. Mana Pacifica and Tracy Williams, they're on with Big Purr, so it's a great event. Don't miss next week, next year when Stag Elite has their crab feed again because they gave away I won, what did I get? I got a
You got a
bag.
bag. You got a
Yes, I
Gucci
got a
bag.
Gucci bag. Okay, I won a raffle, got a Gucci bag, and then, um, my nephew who won the raffle, he got a big screen TV, which he gave to my husband. Thank you very much. That was Frankie, but so
Oh,
yeah.
let me back up, talk a little bit more about the food. So
Yeah,
we were trying to not fill up on food before the crab got there. It
right,
was like,
right.
nope, you're not fooling us into eating the bread and eating the salad, eating the spaghetti. So we were kind of trying to hold back on that just so we weren't full when the crab got there.
Mhm,
The
mhm.
pork that they delivered to the table, oh my gosh. Like
Oh,
Cree was like, "Oh, do you want some of this, Carl?" And I was looking across and I'd already had some spaghetti, had some
yes.
salad. I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." And then, but Mose grabbed that and he was putting it on his plate right next to me. And I was looking at it like, man, that looks really good. If there was no crab, I would have filled up on that. Like the food besides the crab was really good.
Mhm.
So don't
Yeah.
miss that next year when they come
Yeah,
around.
don't miss that next year. It's gonna be a great event. And so, yeah, so our guest that's coming on, and I know I went out to go, look for
So
her.
we were chasing this interview, and
We're
I know
we're
was chasing it all the way out
literally
to the parking lot.
chasing her. But she's, oh, so she's at a different address, so it'll take a couple of minutes, but, um, we had such a good time. We're looking forward to the next week. I guess we just, we ate way too much. We ate
Mm.
way too much, and so, you know,
Naki and I were messaging us
right.
each other the next day going, "I'm still stuffed. Like, I'm still full." So quick note, because, like, I didn't hear about, the Tatao thing that you went to yesterday until
Mhm.
yesterday. Naki and I wanna go to events, so give us as much notification as possible. Give us advance notice, because this is, like, we're trying to get back into the pre-COVID swing of things, and that is really what we thrived on, was attending the events, taking pictures, talking to people, documenting those kind of things, and just
Mhm.
enjoying the community. So, definitely let us know. Give us as much advance notice as you can. Naki and I are going to try to make as many of these as possible. I see Tao Long is saying nothing wrong from overeating at
Yes,
times. Yeah, we
brother,
definitely did
I
that.
was so full. Like, I was so full from the event that Carl said, we woke up still full from the event. So,
Yeah,
um,
I texted Naki and I was like,
yeah,
Are you hungry? Are you even eating breakfast this morning?" And she's like, "Nope, I'm still full." So
yeah, she's
I don't know
still
how long that
used
lasted. I'm
up.
sure I ate on Sunday, but it was amazing. And you compare that, we had talked about it earlier. It's like, if the food really weren't even that good, you would
Yeah,
still want to participate because you're supporting a
right,
good cause. This, you get your stomach overstuffed, you
right.
win prizes, food is amazing, and you get to support
Yeah,
a really good cause. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's a great cause, and so, um, just get there. I wonder if we can do community events while we're waiting for,
we can do our community announcements. We don't have our
yes.
special cool little graphic, but we can talk about All My Usos Blood Drive, which is Saturday, April 8th from 9
Mhm,
a.m. to 2 p.m. at 2055 Sunnydale Avenue in San Francisco. Please schedule an appointment or contact Christine Mawia at christine@allmyusos.org. Naki
mhm.
drags her husband down there every year, and he gets stuck and she doesn't. I don't know how that works out. I'm sorry, Mo.
Yeah, and
Um,
they provide snacks and stuff and T-shirts, so while he's getting all hooked up to the machine, I'm eating snacks. I ain't got no business
Oh,
eating
he's
the
getting
snacks because I ain't
stabbed
giving blood.
for going down there. Hello, Fi Mose. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Also, there's a theme here, right? You
Right.
get fed at the blood drive, you get fed at the crab feed at All My Usos Family Day, which is happening August 19th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Gilman Park in San Francisco. It is a free family event, free resources, haircuts, entertainment, STEM activities, jumpers, food, school
Right.
supplies, and so much more. Contact again is Christine Mawia with any questions. And if you want to table, they are doing that as well this year around. So
Right.
Christine at allmyusos.org, All My Usos Family Day, August 19th. Square that off on your calendar. We'll see you there.
Yes. Fangongo Casting Call, Samoan Solutions is calling all actors and actresses. The play will be opened at all or will be open to all ages. Voluntary participation experience is preferred, not required. Auditions for certain roles will be in place. Weekend practices will be mandatory for all cast members. If interested, please contact Samoan Solutions on their Instagram page or Facebook page. That's Fangongo Casting Call.
Did you and Vince from Big Goose Radio sign up for that? What, you guys signed up for an acting gig? I'm not sure which it was.
I did
Which one did
not.
you guys sign up for?
I
Yeah,
didn't sign up for
I
anything.
think
That
you.
was, manuscript,
Yeah, you
manuscript,
signed up. That's what you signed up. There's an acting gig that you 2 signed up for. I'm looking
yeah,
forward to
yeah,
seeing it.
yeah, yeah. Hi, Lena. My sister Lena is on. Hey, sis. So yeah. So go ahead and read the ain't nobody signing up for nothing.
Let's see.
Rhythmic
Rhythmic.
Catalyst.
Yeah, you got Rhythmic Catalyst because you're JT's brother JT's favorite. He spoils you all the time. So I'll let you go with Rhythmic Catalyst.
Oh, Rhythmic Catalyst presents Ekolu on March 24th. That's tomorrow. For the first time since before the pandemic, doors open at 7 p.m. at Malavali Hall at India Community Center, 524 Cotches Street, Milpitas. General admission is $30. It will be $40 at the door. All ages are welcome. Get your tickets at rhythmiccatalyst.com. Also, May 4th, catch Fee with the artist, multi-talented artist Fia at the same hall at India Community Center. Get your tickets at
You
dot
know,
com.
we got to get that fee on the show. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
look, she's
She's
gonna
headed.
be there on May 4th. We're gonna have to try to land that. See what you can do, Naki. See if you and I know can
Yeah.
make that happen.
Yeah.
All right. The Ukulele Festival is happening Sunday, April 30th at James Logan High School Center for the Performing Arts in Union City, California. It's from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. $10 per person, 13 years and older.
Mhm.
NorCal Ukulele Festival also has a scholarship award for current high school students who are active participants in the traditions or musical culture of the ukulele. More details on their Instagram page at NorCal Ukulele Festival.
Yeah, PCRC 10th annual Pacific Islander Violence Prevention Conference is happening June 7th through June 9th. Building a legacy of healing, meaningful approaches and healing to improve peace now and tomorrow. If you're interested in tabling or have for marketing, contact Britt Afu at bafu@pcrcweb.org if you are interested.
And
There you go.
your very own Naki Moli may be one of the speakers, one of the keynote speakers at that
Yeah, I
event.
don't. We'll s that's on
We'll
that's
see.
we'll
We'll
see.
see.
Yeah,
It
we'll
it
see.
could
Say
happen.
loa,
I have a
say
feeling that it's going to
loa.
happen. Say Loa.
Say loa, say loa. Yes.
I think we'll just go run through our Pacifica Proud as we get set for our interview. I will go first because it looks like Naki's multitasking over there.
Yes.
So, real quick before we do that, we have I think I sent a picture over to Nainoa, Isaac Seumalo, formerly of the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles, is moving across the state of Pennsylvania. He's going from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh.
Mm.
$8 million a year, 3-year contract, $24 million. Congratulations to Isaac Seumalo. It's always that big piece of can you land the contract that's kind of going to set things up for life after football. He's at that age. He's at that point in his career, one of the best guards in the business. Very talented, can play multiple positions, and has a championship mentality coming from the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles. So congratulations, Isaac Seumalo, and he can help balance things out. He has a sister who's very high up in a different organization. So you always want to kind of balance that out with the brother being at the higher level organization with the mighty Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm sure Naki appreciated that part, and all the Niner fans, all my family that are Niner fans appreciated that as well. I'm going to go ahead and hop into my Pacifica Proud, and my Pacifica Proud today, and we're continuing with the theme of History Month, is a Micronesian woman named Annie Ettenside. Annie was in the late 1800s. She was an indentured servant that went from the Melanesian Islands to Australia as an indentured servant. So, as her time there as an indentured servant, and there was a time where she was at risk being seen as an Aborigine, and they were not. There were definite laws against the treatment, or poor treatment for Aborigines. So she was balancing that piece as she made her life um, in Australia. She's from Vanuatu, so she ends up marrying one of the men there. That guy passes away, and she turns what was called Poverty Flats into a very, very successful farm in Rosedale. When you think about all the things that she would have to go through, despite her quote alien status, she integrated herself successfully into the largely white social fabric of Halifax, and becoming a respected member of the community at a time of institutionalized racism. She participated in civic life. She was registered to vote. She was on the electoral roll, ran a farm. Her children went to schools and held high level jobs, and very unusual for children of indentured laborers. So she was able to kind of break that generational level of poverty and change things for her family. So it's a remarkable feat given the prevailing racial attitudes and prohibitions regarding land ownership. She owned land, she owned a business, she was educated, she had constitutional rights, and that's something that she made with her own two hands and her own will. So Annie Ettenside passed away November 23rd, 1948, at the age of 78, and she's described to this day in Herbert River, the Herbert River Express, as a grand old pioneer. And also, you think about, pioneers are considered mainly a male term, right? Because white males are the ones that are writing the history. So to see the life that she made and the life that she made for her children and her next generations truly is remarkable. So it was nice to find somebody in history, a strong Micronesian woman. So Pacifica proud, Annie Ettenside.
Awesome. Awesome. Um, we're gonna.
Are you going to do your Pacifica
Oh,
proud?
is it mine? Okay,
It
we
is
can do
yours.
that. And then okay.
And then we can get to our interview. I think we've chased enough and we landed.
Yeah, my Pacifica Proud is Epi Almavai, who brought the CTE program to the school district, um, San Mateo School District, first ever. And they have Pacific Islander Studies at Parkside Intermediate. And so, again, I know I talked about that um, I talked about that earlier, but I'm just so, so proud of Miss Epi and this program that's going on there at Parkside Intermediate. And so thank you, Epi. She's also one of the co-founders for Samoan Solutions that just opened up their new space in Burlingame, California, Le Maota, her along with her sister, Fangamisa. And so, Epi Almavai is my Pacifica Proud. So there you
Good
go.
choice. Good pick, Nikki.
Yes, 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 yes. So we are ready for our guest that we have in studio. She's even prettier in person. She's beautiful. We want to just go ahead and slap her on camera, Nainoa. So we have Fee here, who
Hello.
just is the most stunning. I'm like, those pictures do not do you justice, girl. Send me a better picture next time. She's stunning. She's here. Where are you coming in from?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. So
Yeah.
that's not kind of
It's like 45 minutes.
45. Oh, see,
It's okay,
45
it's okay.
minutes.
Not that bad. It's the
Not
same
that
from
bad.
going from there to Oakland. So
Not bad, not
Yeah.
bad. So thank you for joining us this evening and making the
Yes.
trip. We appreciate you. So Fee is a Bay Area singer, songwriter, healer, creator,
Yes.
and so she studied psychology at psychology at San Francisco State University. Went to Monterey High, and her debut album Musicality is now out on all platforms. Woo, 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 woo.
Yes,
I've been
thanks.
listening to all week. But I Don't seems to be the song and Musicality. So those two so far are my
Wow.
favorite. I'm like listening to them. I listen to a song like a new album. I'll listen to Musicality like 5 times in a row. Then I did,
I
but
love
I don't.
that.
I know. I love
Thank
it though. I
you.
love it. So I
Appreciate it.
listen to the album, which I love, love, love. We appreciate you being here today.
for
And it's
having me.
your debut album. It's your debut album. So we're so, so proud of you. We have so
Thank
many
you.
people online checking in and checking out your music. We're having people check out your music. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how or where you grew up. We'll start from there.
So I was born in the city, but I didn't grow up in the city. I grew up in Seaside. It's like near Monterey area. People like to go there for like vacation or
Yeah.
because it's the beach, you know,
Right.
but it's always freezing there. But I grew up there in Seaside, and once I got accepted into San Francisco State, that's when I moved over here closer to the Bay Area again.
Yeah.
So I went to school. I've been singing for my church since I was 5.
Awesome.
And then once I moved out here to the Bay Area, I went to school, graduated, and I was making the transition into going to grad school and to study sports psychology, which is what I thought I wanted to do. It's a passion of mine, but
Yeah.
not something that I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll go back. I don't know yet. But I went to grad school, and then I switched lanes and decided to pursue a gift that I've been putting and suppressing for a long time.
A wonderful gift.
Thank you. And that's when I decided that, you know, I want to do this. I want to do this, my passion. And since then, now I'm an intern at Studio X, which is the place that I record.
Oh, nice.
And a program leader for Girls Inc. I don't know if you've heard of that before. Girls
It
Inc.
sounds amazing.
Yeah,
You'll tell after you're done.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
going to
yeah,
ask
yeah.
about that. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just pursuing like my dream, and just writing and singing and shows in Bay Area. It's just crazy how fast like life just,
Yeah.
when you decide, it's like how fast everything just
Booms.
aligns. I'm just like,
I
whoa,
love
like
that.
so yeah, that's pretty much it.
I love it. Is there someone that inspired you to like? Did you just start singing when you were a little kid, or did you? You know, you said you were singing in church, and
Right. So that it definitely was growing up in church. My dad is a pastor in Monterey area, and it was just us four:
yeah,
mom, dad, Tino, my brother, and
Uh-huh.
me. And we didn't have any praise and worship singers, so it was just me and mom.
yeah,
So from there, that's when the journey started. Like, I like to sing, I like to dance, da da da.
yeah.
But that's where it started.
And what's your parents' names?
Kitiona is my dad,
Uh-huh.
and Fele is my mom.
I love it.
Tautolo.
Big shout out to the
Yeah, shout out. I
parents.
don't
Big
know if
shout
they're
out to the
watching.
parents. I believe your mom is on. I
Oh.
believe your mom is on.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Good job, Mom. Good job. So you started singing in church, and your mom sings,
Mm-hmm.
and does your dad and your brother?
We all have, you know,
Yeah.
us Pacific Islanders. We
Everybody
can hold a
sings.
note.
Yay,
Yeah.
yay, yay, yay.
Yes.
So you started singing, and then what was the push to, because you're like, you went to school, and then
Mhm.
like what lit the fire for you to start, like, I'm just gonna start singing?
Well, I've been loving to sing. I just was afraid
Yeah.
because I feel like when you have a passion and you make it into a job, it's not a passion anymore.
Right.
But that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
Was that if I pursue this, like, I'm trying to please others, like, hey, like, I have new music coming out, listen to it if you want. It's like, I didn't want to be like that.
Yeah.
So I want to do it because I love to do it. And so once I decided, like, you know what, regardless if people pay attention to me or not, I don't care about the fame. I care about significance, like
Yes.
leaving an impact. And so I had to start with myself first. And that's why I said healer, because I want people to listen to my
Ooh.
music to feel, to heal, because I would feel, but I would suppress, and not do the work on myself.
Yeah.
So I just would do that in the way I write in my music. And I guess people also can relate too, which is cool. But initially I went into this because life is meant to be fun
Yes.
and have
Yeah.
joy. So that's why I think the turn on for me was just like, I want to do something that I love to do. I love to be proud of what I create. And so when I would write songs, it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to the studio. I'm just gonna make an album. I'm just going to do this, do that, and just see where it goes. And that's probably the best decision I've ever made because
I love it. Some people, you're so lucky, and I love that you found your passion so young. Because some people, sometimes they go their whole life and don't find their passion. I love your heart,
thank you.
how you're pursuing your career. Now, tell me about the songs. Like, how did you choose, or what motivated you? Like Musicality. Like, why that song? Why is the album called Musicality?
Musicality is like being sensitive. I like to think of my life as music. So when you listen to Musicality, it's like different sounds. They're not all the same genre, I would
Yeah.
say. There's some that's like upbeat, some that's slow, some that's talking about different things. Like, so I wanted Musicality to represent my life. Like, I don't like to be fixated in one box. Like, I like
Yeah.
to do this and I like to do that. And then that's also the same with life. Like, life is not meant to be, I don't know if this is
Straight.
the right
Yeah.
word, monotonous, or
Yes.
I don't know if that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Okay. It's not meant to be boring. Like, I want my life to be fun. So that's what Musicality is like. The first song, you said you listen to that one a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. My song is like, or my life is like a melody.
Yeah.
So like through the ups and downs, the minors and majors of life, which is, the wins and the losses. I like to think of my song as my life as a song. So yeah,
Did you write all your songs on your
I
album?
did. I
Oh
wrote
my
and
God.
produced all of them on my broken laptop.
Are you serious? They
Yeah.
are so good.
Thank you.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh.
Appreciate that.
Did you learn that in school, or did you just take it on like, I'm going to learn this? And like, there's
It's
a lot of YouTube you know what I mean?
right.
Like,
No, it's so funny because I don't know if my brother's watching. Eli, he's a producer too, but we both started playing on GarageBand.
Oh.
And so we would go back and forth. He would send me something and I would send him something. I was like, man, let me actually try and learn how to do this. So I would produce like songs on Logic.
Yeah.
And then wrote to them because that's how I play instruments, but not enough I just know enough chords to sing.
Yeah.
I'm not a musician for real, but I wish I was. I mean, I could learn, but yeah, so I would play with Logic and I produced all the songs on the album.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy amazing.
Thank you.
Have you worked with other artists? Like, have people asked you to write them songs yet?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I actually have
Awesome.
some in the works right now. Been recorded, but it's just not out yet.
Oh, awesome.
Well, I mean, Intentions with Came Up Kav and
Oh, I love
Crispy.
Cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that song?
Mhm.
Did you do that song?
I did. That was me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Go
So
girl.
Crispy made the beat. He went crazy.
Uh-huh.
And then Came Up Cobb, he texted me one day. He was like, Fee, I got a song for us. I was like, okay. So he sent it to me. I listened to it. I sat on it for like 2 days.
Uh-huh.
Went to the studio the next and recorded it. Sent it back. He said, why did you just... He said, you really just killed that. I was like, thanks, brother.
Oh, I love Kava.
Now that it's out now.
I love it. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Kav is dope.
He is. He's a really good artist.
His
and
family.
He is. I
Mhm.
mean, his parents I've known for a long time, but I'm surprised I haven't ran into your well, you know what? I grew up in South City. So
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I usually know everybody.
Right.
I know, but I have heard of your parents because
Mhm.
they're pastors.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, are you? Oh, sorry, Carl. Carl is on. He's online.
So
Sorry,
no,
Carl.
I'm just enjoying. I'm enjoying listening. I have to say that Fee, thank you for being on. You're in the seat that I would normally sit in, and I have to say my chair and my headphones look a lot better this week than normal. So thank you for being on. So one of the questions that I had was, and it sounds like I already hear it, but there are a lot of people who have talked about like they don't do things like you did. They don't change and chase their passion and follow their passion like they should.
Mhm.
And then when they finally make the decision to do it, it just seems like life gets easier, right?
Right.
So it doesn't seem like from your story that it was 20 years of not following it, but does life get that much easier and happiness that more in your grasp when you just follow your passion and don't fight it?
It was not easy because I was still trying to I had an identity crisis trying to figure out who is Fee, who
Right.
is Fia. So it was not easy. Like, it was easier after. Like, it's not, I don't like the word easy
Yeah.
Mhm.
because life is not easy. And we go through things. I go through things. We all do. We're all human. But yeah, it was, I think the difficult part about it was just the reminder, because as an artist, you have a lot of self-doubt, and I like to be in control of my things, in control of my life, and sometimes it's not always like that. So I get stressed out or have anxiety, but what keeps me going is like the reminder. So like surrounding myself by people who's like, you know what, they're gonna keep it real with me. They're gonna say this one's not cool, or this one you need to fix this or fix that, like in a song or something, or just how I live my life, like my mentors in my life. Those are the people who I surround myself to remind me, um, you know, to keep going or keep pushing. When I don't believe in myself, I have people who to believe in me. So, but it's not easy all the time. It's fun though. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think just it's important for me to just have people remind me, because I forget. Like I be watching videos like, man, I really just dropped the album. Like I really just produced that. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like I'm so focused on like, okay, on to the next. All right, next. Like this one's done. And people was like, but no, did you know you just you just dropped an album.
Dropped an
You just sold out
album.
your show.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, you're right. It's like, dang, I need to give myself the flowers that, everybody keeps giving me, and just give glory to God, every
Yes.
faith to faith, glory to glory every single time. But yeah, I don't know if that
Yeah.
answers your question, but
No, I think easy may be the wrong term. Life's never
yeah,
easy. But when you're happy doing things, even when you're frustrated,
yeah.
when you're doing things that you love, it's more acceptable.
Mhm.
The other thing that I just take away from just hearing you talk, and that's kind of where when Naki's like, "Oh, Carl's still in the show," I was just admiring your level of maturity, and how in touch with your emotions and your feeling and your direction have and this may feel like an odd question because you might be like, I don't have it figured out, but a lot of people never get to this level of maturity where they're like, I need to be happy, I need to do
Yeah.
things that are going to fulfill me in my life, my spirituality, and all those kind of things. Have you always had this I guess maturity level where you're in touch with your feelings? Because trust me, there are people twice and three times your age that don't get to where you're at now. They don't get to that point where, hey, I need to do this, I need to do those kind of things to make me whole. Talking about your spirituality and those things, but
Mm.
have you always felt like you've been in touch with yourself?
Oh yes, in touch with myself, yes. But asking me if I'm ever thought of myself as mature, um, I just would like to say I'm a kid at heart. I'm not
Yeah.
childish,
Good for
Yeah.
but
you.
I'm a kid at heart. There's a difference when you act like a kid. I mean, you do foolish things. But no, I mean, it's been a long time. Like I really just want to be um, emotionally intelligent, because emotions are so unstable,
Yeah.
and so I try my best to control it and immerse in who I am, but in a controlled manner. If that makes sense. But
Yeah.
yeah, just like feeling. That's why I said like I want my listeners to listen to the music and feel what I feel, but feel it and then heal. Like, this is how you feel. Okay, now you got to work on yourself. Like, don't just feel it and then you sulk in, if you feel sad, for example, or depressed, and you just sulk and then just be in that self pity. It's like, no, okay, now you know. Now what you got to do to get out of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And so who has been your mentors?
my pastors,
Yeah.
Like, I think it's always funny because every time I say pastor, it's like, oh, she's a good girl. Like, she's a church girl. It's like, church girls are dope too.
Yes,
Don't
they
sleep on
are.
the good girls. Man, don't sleep on the good girls. We really what people want. That's all I'm
Right.
saying. They just be trying to act like they want this, and that. But my pastors are my mentors, my
Mm.
parents. And my pastors, Pastor Alex and Fiaaulagi from Sold Out Church.
Nice.
And my parents, Kitiona and Felefele Tautolo. My brother, um, Alexander II. We call him Bo. He's also a mentor of mine. That's the place I go to his house every single day to sing and rehearse in his garage.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it.
He has this speaker, this JBL speaker, party box, boom box, and it's a wired mic. And I always be in his garage just singing the same songs over and over and over and over, over and over and over, because one, I like to do it.
Yeah.
I love to do it, and that's how I get better. I try to perfect my craft. So when I have shows, it's like I already know what's about to happen. Business.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are the people that are my mentors in my life. A lot more, but we would be
Right
here all
now.
night.
I know. Right now, who are you listening to? Like, who are some of the artists that you've been listening to?
The Dream, Aradna.
Oh, yes.
I love Aradna.
I just seen a video of her that, like, this week in her. She
had a show.
She had a show. I know, and I was like, "Is this old or am I miss?"
No, it just happened.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I was like, "Oh man, she's back out again."
Man, I'm so excited. But yeah, I've been listening to her because she's one of my favorite artists. Aradna. So like, doesn't matter if she had no music out.
Right.
Just her as a person, she's really dope. But yeah, lately I've been listening to The Dream. He's I like his style. Who else have I been listening to? My rotation is really them two.
Yeah.
And then who else? I don't know. I could look at my stuff, but The Dream, Aradna, Sammy Johnson.
Oh yes,
he's
for
the
real.
best.
Yes,
he's the best, absolutely the best. And Tori Kelly. You never heard of her?
I probably listened. I probably heard one of her songs, and I just because there's so many artists that I listen to, like that, like one song's off, and then I'll look at the names, and I'm like, I just really just listen to the songs. I just really listen.
She's
to the
amazing.
Songs.
Yeah.
Is there an artist that you would like to work with in the future? Because you got to speak it out. That's like talking to God.
That's true. I haven't really thought about it. People always ask me, but I haven't really thought about it just because like I'm still trying to find my sound.
Yeah.
When people hit me up and I like the track, I'll hop on it. But like just thinking about someone like big or small who I'd want to work with, and I haven't really thought about it just because like
it's such a wide answer, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to hone
so many
in on who I am and like my music. So once I find my lane, I feel like I have.
I feel like you have too.
I think
listening to your album, I feel like you have too. I love your music. Like, I'm okay.
Thank you.
When you showed up on my newsfeed, and I was like, who is this girl? And then JT, he inboxed me. He's like, he sends me your video, and I go, I was just listening to this. And he's like, who is this? And I'm like, I don't know. And so then I started stalking your page, and then I'm like, and then he starts stalking. He's like, she has to be on the stage. And I'm like, I'm sure she has, and so JT is really good, and he's got a good ear too. Like he always throws people at me, and he's like, what do you think of this person? I'm like, oh my God. Like me and him have like, we have like the same taste in music. But when he sent me your video and he's like, do you know who this is? I'm like, no. And I usually, if you tell me the last name, I can connect, because we're like 2 degrees apart from each other.
Right.
But when he sent me that, I was like blown away, because like you were just a cappella. And I was like, sometimes some people don't sound the same a cappella, and just because they're not in the studio. And
right.
But I was like so amazed, and I just love your voice.
You.
But your album, like you have found I personally listening to your album, I feel like you found your genre or your own,
Right.
So I think that your voice is unique, and it's so beautiful. And I'm telling because I live here in this area, but when I drive to work, sorry, Carl, when I drive to work, it's an hour, because I work in San Francisco. So I play your album and I listen. And so I've got, but I don't,
Yeah, a lot of people like that one.
I know. So, I pretend I'm you, and I say, but I'm like, I'll crack my windshield. But I really feel your music. I can feel that the hard work that you put into it. So, and I think because, I knew you were coming on, and so I really wanted to get into your music. And I'm kind of old, but I love all genres. And so, yeah, that's my song though.
Thanks.
But is there a song that you wrote that, besides Musicality and all, but is there one particular song that really you put everything into, like it was from an experience, or are they all like that?
All of them are from an experience. But I Up Out of Here. I don't know
Yeah.
if you heard that one.
Yes, I have.
Now fly up out of here. Yeah, that song was, people think I'm talking about a dude or like
Yeah.
somebody else, but I'm actually talking about depression.
Yeah. Oh, I love
So
that.
it's like, that one I wrote in 2020. Everyone had a hard year
Yeah.
in 2020.
Pandemic.
Right. And that's when I was in school online. So
Ugh.
I was writing that song like, I don't want to feel down. So I was like, what do I want to feel?
Yeah.
And I said, I want to fly. Like, I just want to fly. So I was like, let me write this song.
There you go.
But yeah, that was off personal experiences, like just dealing with like a lot of self-doubt, insecurities. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
let it get the best of you. It puts you in a really deep, dark place.
Yeah.
And it did that for me. I could get in detail, but I'd rather not.
Okay.
but yeah.
You want to talk about, whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, so that song was about those experiences and just like, you know, take the weight off your shoulder. Real soon it will all be over.
Yes.
Gotta let your mind be free. Anything away from that, it's a fee.
Yay. Yay.
Yeah.
We have Rick Burton on, who says, Fee, your vibe is healing.
Oh, appreciate that.
Yes. Musicality forever. Alicia Wilson is on.
Oh, that's Elijah.
Oh, Elisha
Yes,
Wilson.
that's the one I was
I'm
talking
sorry.
about with the producing.
Yes.
We were sending each other tracks.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, look at that. Oh yes, Musicality forever. And I think everybody online is just like throwing up hearts and everything.
Love you, family.
Yes. Thank you, family, for tuning in. There you go. Musicality forever. Thank you for posting that. Do you have like a bag of songs ready to go again? Or like, you know, after people come out with their debut album, they are touring now. Is that what you're doing now?
Just more of shows. But I'm gonna say this out loud to manifest. By 2024 is tour.
Yes.
But it'll be another album coming out the end of this year.
Nice.
Yeah. So
nice.
Hopefully, no, not hopefully.
Yes.
Next year.
You'll be touring.
Yes.
Yes, you
touring.
will. You'll be touring, and then we'll be like, we knew her when.
Yes. I manifested it here.
Yes. Yes. So you're going to be doing, tell us about some of the shows that you'll be doing coming up.
Next week, Thursday. I know I put it on there, but the details are kind of off.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I didn't post it. I didn't post it. Yeah.
That's fine. Next Thursday, I'll be in Oakland at M2. Hosted by Kodak. It's called Emerge, and he basically created this platform for like artists to come and showcase their gifts.
Nice.
So I'll be there. M2. That's
Pacific
next week,
Day.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you still doing Pacific Day?
Yes.
Yeah.
That too. April 29th. That's a free event.
That's a free event, so that'll be good.
Yeah. And so if you're out there, you know, want something to do, I think it starts at 11 a.m. Is it in Hayward? I think.
I think
Flyer,
that's in
like that.
Milpitas.
No, that's May 4th.
Oh, that's May 4th, is in
with
Milpitas. Okay,
Here, I got the flyer.
We got the flyer.
Yeah, I know.
We got the flyer. Hold on.
East Palo Alto.
Oh, there you go. East Palo Alto.
East Palo Alto. All the information is on.
Yes,
my
and
bio,
we'll post it, but you need to go follow Fee on her Instagram and blow her up. And please go listen to her music. So what is next? Like, you have these shows.
Oh, I forgot to say too, Ambitions of a Writer Songwriter Showcase. Me and my friend Jade, we're both songwriters and artists. We have this platform every other month, first Wednesday of the month, where we have 3 songwriters do a set. And we talk about what the songs mean. So we have that event.
Everything. Where is that held at?
It's at Amber Lounge in Oakland. So that is, I think it's $5 entry fee.
Every Wednesday?
Every first Wednesday of every other month. So the first one was February of this year, not March, April. So April 5th will be at Amber Lounge. So if you're free, come through. Come listen to these amazing artists. I think that's what's fun about this too, is like I get to pursue my lane and then also like bring others with me.
I know.
And like they're in their own lane.
It's like you're paying it forward. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, oh my God.
It's like I give them the stage. It's like, but we all have our own stage.
Yes.
So it's like, it's cool.
It's
So
very cool. It's
Mhm.
very cool. Are you looking forward to, well, you're going to be touring next year,
right.
2024.
Yes.
Everybody better go pay their money. Don't be asking for no hookup.
Right. It's a fee.
It's a fee,
It's a fee.
to see fee.
Right.
It's a fee to see fee. Oh, I'm sorry, Carl. He's still there. Sorry, Carl.
I am still
I
here.
know you
So
have a question. Go ahead.
one of the things that I love asking people that sing. You said something earlier. We're Pacific Islanders. We can carry a note. Naki and I can't carry a note in a bucket. So
Yes, you can.
um, you'd be surprised.
Just find your range.
But
Hold it.
it's always like I see interviewers ask people like in the NBA, right? Who would you buy a ticket for, right? And then they say, oh, I would pay to see Steph Curry play. So kind of with singers, I like to ask, when you sing karaoke, is it, who do you sing? What songs do you
Mm.
pick
Mhm.
if you're singing karaoke? What's your go-to songs?
Ooh.
Alicia Keys.
Okay.
If I Ain't Got You, I love that one.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah, especially when
and
got
that's
a
hard
couple
to
drinks.
sing. Ooh, yes, girl.
But,
if I have a
drinks or
couple of
not.
drinks, I could sing it.
Yeah,
Right.
then we sound good then.
Yeah, Alicia Keys. Sometimes Beyonce, but like that one's just for fun. Like that's
Yeah.
not, serious.
Yeah.
I try to hit them notes that she be hitting, but it doesn't always work out. So, but yeah, definitely Alicia Keys.
Nice.
And
And you don't pick easy ones. Those
Ooh,
aren't
yeah. Well, she
I
can hit
mean,
it though.
right.
I just like
Exactly.
it just because, nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's good vibes.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. I'm sorry, Carl.
No.
cutting
Hey,
you off.
I
I'm just like
am.
in awe of the
Yeah,
of
exactly.
you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm a fan too, so now I'm fangirling
I'm
because
so
I
happy to
love your
be here.
songs, and we're
Appreciate
so
you.
grateful to have you here. Now, are there any shout outs that you want to give before we forget anybody? But any shout outs that you'd like to give that
My
you
family.
of course.
Always.
Yeah.
Everyone always says like, "Oh my gosh, you have so many fans." I'm like, "No, that's family." My family. That's mom, dad, uncle, auntie, cousin, brother,
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah.
And even if they're not blood, like
They're still
that's family.
family.
Yeah.
They're
So
still
shout out
family.
to just all my family. All
Any
my
Yeah.
family.
sponsors to
Yes.
shout out?
Say that again.
Any sponsors to shout out?
Sponsors.
So that's a problem, folks. She's not
Right.
shouting out any
Right.
sponsors.
Because
So
I ain't got any.
Yes, but
there's the
Yes.
problem.
coming.
She needs sponsors to
coming.
shout out. So let's get behind her and
We have
and
Rhythmic
support this young lady's
Catalyst.
Oh,
career.
absolutely.
Absolutely,
Of course.
Rhythmic Catalyst. May 4th, she'll be performing with Fia. How exciting is that?
Super exciting.
Yeah.
Super excited. I'm like, when I found out,
How did that come about?
DJ Cosmo,
Uh-huh.
he actually he was the DJ for my high school graduation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so it's funny because my high school graduation party was Grammy themed.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, that's when I was just doing singing for fun. So I was like, I kind of feel like I manifested that low key. So high school graduation, he DJ'd for my party. And then like I think January of this year, he hit me up. I mean, we've been working together between the time, but he hit me up and said, "Hey, Fee, send me your EPK. I have some promoters who have some shows coming up if you're down." And then that's how I got into contact with JT. And we talked on the phone. He's like, "I think you'd be a perfect fit for opening for Fia."
Hello.
Yeah. And I said, "Okay." I was like, "Say less." Our family listens to him all the time.
Yes.
So yeah, and once I found out, I mean, it didn't really hit until Fia posted the flyer.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, like it's hitting, like it's actually happening. Cause I mean, like I told you, like stuff happened. I just like, okay, next.
Yeah.
Not that I don't care about it, but just
oh my
like
God, so amazing.
I'm just trying to like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited for that day.
That's so awesome.
Especially with my live band. I can't wait. Like,
oh my God, it's going to be a live band?
yes, it's been a minute since I've done with a live band.
Yeah.
So it's just been with DJs and singing with tracks and stuff like that, which is cool.
Yeah.
But something about when it's live music,
Yeah.
oh man,
That's the
I can just go crazy. You know?
And you about to, girl?
Yes.
Yes, you're about to. Well, I know. I'm going to be at that show May 4th. I'm sure your parents will be. Okay.
Oh, yes.
I come say hi. Hi.
Yes.
But there's so many people shouting you out on social media right
Oh,
now.
I appreciate it.
We're so proud of the work that you're doing.
Oh, I do want to shout out AMT Foundation. we have a crab feed this
Okay.
Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, I almost
Okay.
forgot. AMT Foundation is an organization that does so many things for the youth. That's when in high school, like one of the just one of the outlets that they have is called CIT, it's Champions in Training, and it's like
Oh,
a 10-week
nice.
training program for student athletes, youth, to come out and train. And they train from like 9 a.m., like 2 hours. Then they get food and have a guest speaker like who's in a career,
nice.
and that's all free. So
I love
we have this
free.
crab feed to all these funds, and proceeds go towards the
Towards that.
foundation.
And when is the crab feed? This Saturday.
This Saturday
At where?
in Amber. Let me pull up the flag because I want to
Is it
give the
Ambrose
correct
Recreation Center? Is it this?
in Pittsburgh.
'Cause
Yes.
somebody sent it to me.
Look at that.
Somebody sent it to
Look
me.
at that. Look at
AMT,
that. Yes.
$65 per person, backed by popular demand. Crab feed March 25th at Ambrose Recreation Center, 3105 Willow Pass Road, Bay Point. Let's see. Get your tickets today. Pre-sold tickets only.
Yes.
So
Contact the number or contact me.
Contact fee. Oh, and there's a number. There you go.
Yes.
Call 415-725-0648. Someone sent this to me this week. Actually, not someone. Karasoma, who's with All My
Yes.
Usos.
Yes.
He sent that to me. He's like, you want to go to
Absolutely.
a crab feed?
Oh my
I was like,
gosh.
dang it,
So
I'm
good.
worthy.
So good. Good food. It's going to be awesome.
It's
So,
going to be awesome. Please get your tickets. Get your
Yes,
tickets
get your
before they
tickets.
sell out. $65. That's really good.
No, yeah, I think there's like
Actually,
only
that's really good.
yeah.
And it's 415, let me say it again, 415-725-0648. If I was not busy this weekend, I would go to that crab feed because I love me some crab.
It's
I love me
all
some
good.
crab.
Yeah.
And you're part of this
Yes.
organization?
Yes.
Okay.
And the sister to that is AVB.
AVB.
Yeah, so it's AMT and AVB. AVB is a woman's org called A Victorious Beauty.
Ooh.
Let's rewind a little bit. So in high school, I had a club called Pearl Status, and it's basically a club for like having the status of being a pearl. You know, there's girls
Yes.
out there who don't know their worth or they don't know who they are. And that club was under AVB.
Ah,
So
nice.
Pearl Status is just like one of the outlets. There's so many things that both of these organizations do for youth
Yes.
and for the community. People need to tap in ASAP.
Yes.
Because
We will post the flyer after the
Yes.
show. And then Eli said, hit me up, y'all. I got tickets. So is that his phone number that's on there?
I don't think so.
415-725-0648. Oh my gosh. Crab feed is going to a great cause.
Yes.
Support. That's what
Yes.
we're asking for. All you can eat crab and pasta,
March
says
25th.
Rick Barton. All you can eat crab and pasta.
March 25th is also National Fee Day.
There you go.
That day last year is when I dropped my first single, Colors.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So a year later, Fee is 1 year old.
And an album.
Yes.
So there you go. We're excited to A Victorious Beauty. Jessica Powell said that.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you, Jessica. So lots of great things coming from Fee. Please go follow her. Please go check out the album. I'm serious. Go listen to the album. I love. Carl, any last questions before we let her go?
No, I just a couple comments that you've now become a friend of the show. So when you're, winning the
Big,
Grammy
yeah.
or touring
Grammy,
or whatever, we're gonna
I'm
be
coming
saying,
back.
"Oh no, that's a friend of the show. That's a friend of the show."
Yeah,
Right.
we knew her when.
Right.
Well, you're holding we just are so proud of the work that you're doing, and we're proud that you're working hard for your passion and what you love.
Thank
I
you.
know we just met, but I'm so proud of
Thank
you.
you.
I'm
That
so
means a
proud
lot.
of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of your parents. They did a great job, Mom and Dad. They did a great
Thanks, Mom and
job
Dad.
letting you be your independent self, giving you the strength to do what you really want, what you're passionate about. We thank you for taking the time to get JT's on. JT. We'll get you in the studio someday. He sends people our way and he never comes in, but
Yeah, he's always ducking.
Yeah, he's
We
always
can't get him in
jumping.
front of the camera.
Well, we appreciate you. I love your music, and
Thank
I'm
you
looking
so
forward to
much.
more to come. And I can't wait to see you accepting your Grammy Award. We're going to watch you on tour next year, going to
Yes.
stalk your page. Anything else you want to get out before we let you go?
No, that's pretty much it.
Everyone, please go check out her debut album, Musicality. And but I don't. That's check out that
Yes.
song. But Musicality is her debut album. Please, please, please go check her out. Go follow her page. She's going to be everywhere in the Bay Area. May 4th, she'll be opening up for Fia. Hello.
Yee.
Bay Area artist is gonna blow up. You won't be able to get her anytime after she tours. So thank you so much for coming on and making the
Thank
trip out
you.
here. I'm so proud of
Yay!
you.
I have family here.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming on. We are back here next Thursday with Niche and Built. I have their sweatshirt on. I don't know if you
Lovely.
can see it. They'll be on next week. Next week, 6 o'clock. Please go follow Fee on Instagram and catch her at a local show, her local event. Catch her at the Crab Feed on
Yes.
Saturday.
Let's
Catch her
go
at the
eat some
Crab
crab
Feed.
together. Come on.
Go eat some crab. Maybe if you're lucky, she'll sing you a song. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much, family, that tuned in to check out your girl Fee. Thank you, Taulanga, who's been he's been shouting you out this whole time. Rick Barton, JT, Eli, Mom and Dad, thank you for tuning. Carl, next week we'll have you in the studio next week.
Is this his chair?
That's his chair. That's
cool.
his chair.
It looks
That's
much
his
better
chair.
this week.
I know. Thank you so much, everyone. Share this interview so that everyone can hear about Fee and her debut album. I can't stress enough. Please go check it out. I listen to it on Spotify. I'm sure it's on every platform. Go check it out. Musicality. Follow Fee on Instagram. Come back to FICA with us.
Love y'all.
Love y'all.